Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the second-ranked team, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Opening play of the drive. Quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. The defense with more pre-snap movement. To throw, it's Sellers. Catch made on the right side. Breaking free at midfield. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
A new set of downs after that completion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the football. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
And they keep this drive going, try to convert on third down now. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 17. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to scramble. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And the Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Send the back in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to pass here on second down. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Breaks loose at the 15. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. And there's the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. Well, they trust the running game on 3rd down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me, it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on 3rd down. And once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot at what will be the final play of the first quarter. Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. They'll hand it off. And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They're going to run it. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Becoming a long march. Play number 10 of the drive coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. Touchdown, Florida International. This quarterback on fire today. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Vasquez. They tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up with his possession. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Doesn't even get the pitch up before they bring him to the ground. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Running out of time, and it'll end up being a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here comes a handoff. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Back to pass. It's Sellers. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
It's an option look. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Well, the defense saw the quarterback keeping the ball, and their eyes lit up trying to get to him to knock that ball away. And as a quarterback, he's got to do a better job on these design runs. He can't afford to keep the ball loose in traffic. He has to hold on tight and keep that ball close to his body. They're going to turn it over every time.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Second down play coming up for this offense.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
From the shotgun, drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to sprint. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Pressure is coming. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The pass rush closing in. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Scanning the field, it's Sellers. The short completion of the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down here for this offense. Caught quickly. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up here. Offense now operating in the red zone. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. The pre-snap motion from the offense. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Battling down near the goal line, but loses the football. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. Methodical and effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. San Diego State offense on the field now. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. On first down, it's play action. Looking to make a play deep downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. To the air, it's Sellers. Trying to extend the play. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain. That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
It's like the final play of the half coming up. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds his target, and it's complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. Play action here on first down. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and 10 play coming up. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's going to take off. And they'll get him down that time.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack makes it 3rd down. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. In the clear at the 25. And they pick up the 1st down, tackled at the 25.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Aztecs will try to keep this drive moving. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And the Aztecs come to the line with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. This defense is making it tough. Ball still at the 3. It's 3rd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, San Diego State. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and we reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point puts it in front by 1. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to make a play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Throws a stiff arm. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
That run moves the ball across the 35.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's that defense shifting again. To throw, it's Sellers. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. He's swarmed by the defense.
The thing I love about this play is the quarterback put this football where only his guy could come up and make a play on it.
The Aztecs are in the red zone. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
And the Aztecs will have 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He eludes the rush. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. This passing game is on fire today.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
And the point after makes the lead 8. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
They'll feed the back again. He shreds the tackle. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? To throw, it's Sellers. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He's escaping the pocket now. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll try the option play here. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First and goal, down 8. They've got to score and at a two-point conversion to tie it. They'll run the option. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Oh, look out. The football is free. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way. Across midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the 20. The 10. Touchdown, San Diego State on the scoop and score.
Boy, this linebacker showing you he's got some serious speed. I mean, he's been pounding people play after play against the run. This time the ball's on the ground. I just thought he might pick it up. He shows us what kind of speed he has. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. First down, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. He slings this one deep down the left side. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Now here's the toss play. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down after that previous play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands. It's Vasquez. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Bringing pressure, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Pressure is coming. You're going to pull it down and run. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back. It's Sellers. Snags a quick throw. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
San Diego State offense on the field now. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt in the last possession. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The Aztecs will line up to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The pass rush closing in. Looks like he's going to run it. And they've got him. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Offense getting ready for their last drive. Time ticking away here in the final quarter. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Quick throw to the left side. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Important second down play coming up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the quarterback will take a knee. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.